Hey everyone, so if you just clicked on this video to find out when my build date is for the Ranger, it is week ending March 23rd, 2019, and I ordered it on December 31st, 2018. For everybody else who wants to stick around while I go a little bit more in-depth over the options again and kind of why I ordered what I ordered, and as opposed to just what I ordered like my last video, then go ahead and stick around. So, as I was going through the process, now this is an old vehicle, everybody knows that for the most part. This was designed by Ford of Australia, it came out around 2011. What we're essentially getting is an Americanized version of the 2016 facelift for that vehicle. However, Ford has made some chassis modifications, and we do have a North American specific powertrain, which is a modified version of the Focus RS engine with a 10-speed automatic transmission. The 10-speed transmission is from the F-150. It is hooked up to the 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder with the Mustang's bell housing, because that's what fits on a rear drive architecture. It's kind of, I believe it's a Ranger-specific torque converter. The power numbers are 270 for horsepower, although it will make close to 300 on 93 octane, and 310 pound-feet of torque, regardless of octane level. In the US, you've got two body styles. You've got a Super Cab with a 6-foot bed and a Super Crew with a 5-foot box. Almost all of them are going to be Super Crews with a 5-foot box because the rear seats are almost completely useless in the Super Cab. And mine's 4-wheel drive. Now, unfortunately, 4-wheel drive does add about $4,000 to the price. That's pretty expensive. There's 3 basic trim levels. You have XL, which is more for work. The mainstream, which is what I got, is the XLT. Then you have the Lariat. The reason I got the XLT was I didn't want to go all out and go too crazy budget busting on my truck, because I'm still keeping my Audi S3. And if I'm going to go all out and get a fully loaded car, I want it to be a nice car, like an S3, not an old Ranger. But not that this isn't a nice truck. But that's just my reasoning. However, on the Lariat trim, there are some specific features that you can only get on the Lariat, which is leather seats, which aren't very good, but they're still leather seats according to Ford. LED headlights, push-button start, and the Bang & Olufsen premium audio system. Those are only in the Lariat, so if you want that, you have to get a Lariat. Also, the Lariat has its own instrument cluster. It has the central mounted speedometer with the 2 little LCD screens on each side, with the really dinky tachometer that's kind of jittery and laggy. I hated that. That was one of my main deal breakers on the Lariat, was I hate that instrument cluster. It's so ugly. But that's just my opinion. So anyway, what I'm going to be focusing mostly on is the XLT build configuration and why I spec'd an XLT the way that I did. And it should still be on Super Crew. No, I never selected it. Okay, Super Crew, come on. There we go. So let's delve into the XLT Super Crew a little bit. The XLT trim is kind of cool because it comes standard with a lot of driver assist technology, like front and rear parking sensors. That's standard on the XLT. Pretty cool. Same thing with the rear camera, obviously, but it also has lane keep assist and forward collision warning with pedestrian detection. It's all part of Ford Copilot 360. So a lot of nice features on the XLT. Halogen headlights, yeah, I know. Obviously that means I go beg my neighbors for potato skins in order to be able to afford to eat, because I'm not a headlight snob, unlike some people are. But anyway, let's sneak down here to paint. And so I wanted hot pepper red. And main packages here. So you've got 3 packages. You've got 300A, which comes with all your standard features. There's 2 optional extras here. The one I have is 301A, and that gives you Sync 3, which is the screen here. Otherwise, you'd have a little 4.2-inch screen. It gives you leather-wrapped steering wheel, power folding mirrors, which are very handy, especially on a slightly larger vehicle like a truck. I use them on my S3 all the time. And XM satellite radio and auto-dimming mirror. Not a bad deal for $9.95. Now, why didn't I get 302A? So, kind of a bummer. This is the package you have to get. You see, it's quite expensive. if you want heated seats. The only way to get heated seats is to get 302A. Also, the only way to get power seats. It also includes a manual sliding rear window and the Sport Appearance package. This is what it looks like with the Sport Appearance package. Some of you may like this. I kind of don't. I will say, though, if the truck is black, it looks really good all murdered out. But I don't like the Sport package if you have a color on the truck, if that makes any sense. Plus, again, I was trying to keep it somewhere around $37,000 roughly. So this was a little over budget. Wasn't thrilled with the styling. And again, just trying to keep the options to what I'm actually going to use. Now, there is a bed utility package you can get. This includes a drop-in bed liner, which is a plastic one, and a 12-volt power outlet. Unfortunately, this is the only way you're going to get a 12-volt power outlet in the bed. You have to get the bed utility package. I got the spray-in bed liner because I hate plastic bed liners. So I do not have a power point in the back because I wanted the spray-in bed liner instead because I like the durability and they're not as slippery. That's down lower in the options. I did not want to Americanize my truck with the chrome appearance package, but some of you guys might like that look. These are some of the things that are included in that chrome appearance package. And I'll briefly select it so you can see the differences. So you can see it'll give you chrome door handles here, chrome bumper. I think the grille turns chrome. These are chrome clad wheels as well, not just painted silver. So did not want to go chrome. I consider this to be the Euro appearance package. It's the most European of all your options. That's a good way to justify not getting it. I didn't want the off-road package either because I'm not going to be taking the vehicle off-road. But you might be thinking, well, hey, what about the snow? Yeah, I drive an Audi S3. I think a base Ranger can get through the snow just fine and all the crap I deal with in Vermont. But the off-road package is very popular with a lot of people. But you do get this dash plate up here, some extra skid plates underneath it as well. This is some of the stuff it includes. This is also how you get your terrain management system with, grass, gravel, snow, mud, ruts, those different driving options. Trail control, which is like an off-speed cruise control. There's no front air dam, that type of stuff. I'm not going to be... and off-road shocks, that's another big one. And you get an off-road screen in the cluster and stuff like that. And off-road tires. I did not want the off-road tuned suspension. You may have seen Motor Trend's review of the Ranger where they pretty much slammed it really hard on the chassis and said that the normal package without the FX4 rides and handles the road a little better. So, but I actually ordered this before it came out, but I knew I wasn't going to use anything in the off-road package except for the electronic locking rear diff, which is included in the FX4 off-road package, but I ordered it just separately. So I do still have an electronic locking diff, and to me that was the most important part of the FX4 off-road package without dropping $1,300. And you can see you can add the Sport Appearance package with the same price as the Chrome package. Obviously I skipped that. I have a boat and I'll be towing, so obviously I got the trailer tow package. And this doesn't include any auxiliary coolers or anything. It just gives you your hitch receiver and your wiring harness for the 4 and 7 pin. Nothing too exciting there. Technology package. Some of you might think this is a waste of money. This is the one thing I kind of splurged on, I'd say. This only includes factory built-in nav, which the car already has the screen from the 301A package, but this includes built-in navigation and adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control in this thing only goes down to, I believe, 12 miles an hour, so it's not full speed, but I still use it all the time in the S3. I know it would drive me crazy if I didn't have it. For exterior features, I like the base wheels, but here's just a quick look at some of the other wheel options. This is what you can get 18-inch chrome wheels, you can get 18-inch machined wheels on the Sport package ones. So mine's the spray-in bed liner right here. So I've got that. Engine block heater. It's going to be outside. I don't want to deal with extension cords and shit, so skip that. Splash guards, another expense I didn't really feel like fooling around with. They're okay, but I like the cleaner look, and Might not protect the paint as well, but I don't know. It's a truck, I don't really care that much. I think with this manual sliding rear window, it might force you to include another package. Yeah, see, if you want the manual sliding rear window, it's kind of deceptive here because it makes you include the 302A, which would effectively bump the price up $1,800. So it's listed here as $225, but it forces you into that 302A package, so not really a $200 option. Remote start, I don't feel like wasting gas. It doesn't really, I just kind of hop in the car, let it sit there for a second, drive it. Lots of people love remote start. I don't. No running boards. This truck is not that high off the ground, and I don't feel like getting my pants dirty every time I get in and out of the vehicle. This is the world's ugliest keyless entry keypad, and there's no way I'm sticking that on my truck. These tonneau covers just cost a fortune. You know, I'll throw a tarp over something in the bed if I'm that desperate. They're all way too expensive. No thanks. Electronic locking rear diff. So that's how mine's configured here. That's my MSRP, if anyone's wondering. So I focused on the practical options and not so much on the appearance options or comfort options. I know I got a few here and there, but that's just my rundown of my personal explanations. Thought you guys might be interested in that. But anyway, looking forward to making more videos of the Ranger when it comes in. And thanks everyone for sticking around. Catch you later. Bye.